let's tell you where the enemies. Let's show you who our enemies are. Read up.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
They are what?
They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of what?
The tabernacles of Edom.
Let's find out who Edom is.
Let's go.
Yeah? Bring it up. Yeah. Let's find out who Edom is. The tabernacles of Edom. Because a lot of the times, a lot of nationalities are mentioned in the Bible, but people don't know who they are. They don't even try and consider. They don't try and find out, oh, who are these people? But we're still going to bring it out now. So who is Edom? Let's know who Edom is. Because it says they're one of the nations that are confederate against the children of Israel. That's what the Bible says. Right? You got that?
Right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 23. Read it out. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
2 what?
2 nations are in thy womb.
So this is Rebecca. Right? This is Rebecca, the wife to our father Jacob, who is Israel. Right? And it's, oh, that's Rebecca. That's Rebecca, isn't it? Yeah. Right? Read on.
2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Shall be what?
Shall be separated from thy bowels.
Shall be one people.
Shall be separated from thy bowels.
Shall be together.
Shall be separated from thy bowels.
2 nations is in thy womb, right? And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Read on.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other.
And the one people shall what?
And the one people shall be stronger than the other.
That is spiritually and physically. Spiritually and physically. Because when I go to the gym and when I'm working out, if I find an Edomite that's about the same age as me, man, he ain't, listen, even me personally, I'm thinking, yeah, this guy ain't getting the best of me, man. I'm pushing more weight, I'm training more than he is. I'm stronger than him naturally, man.
Tell him up!
Right? And that's the truth, man. That's why you see most of the biggest sportsmen in the world. They're all melanated men, just like us. You know what I mean? Hey, you don't get no. Hey, listen, you don't get no. Apart from who's that Bruce Jenner, the one that's a woman now? That idiot.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Boxer brother and Katrina.
Yeah. Now that one that's like he's cut his dick off or whatever, and now he's a woman. Bruce Jenner, man. Yeah. Hey, listen, we make the best athletes, man. That's just a fact.
And you got Edomites cheating the system by turning transgender and competing in women's sporting events, and they're winning, you know. They're winning because they can't fight men, so they have to start fighting women being as a transgender. That makes no sense.
Weaklings!
That's some bullshit, man. But that's yeah, that's what you get in this society now.
Yeah,
and
even the Moabites, yeah, they love to show you these kung fu films that they're strong and everything. But when you realise that Benaiah, he stroked down 2 Moabite, like lion Moabite sort of men, like God, Ip Man or Jet Li. Oh, we're the strongest. But they just try and promote that they're strong in their movies and put a facade over it. But they're weak. They're weak, man. Can't.
I mean, hey, listen, I fell for it too. Because when I was a kid, I used to watch a lot of more by kung fu movies, man.
That's right.
I used to watch all that shit, man. I'm thinking to myself, whoa, them dudes have got some skills, man. But you know what? Now, I dare Mobile to stand in front of me, man. I'll take his head off, man.
Right.
I'll take his head off, man. No Mobile, fuck with me. Come on, man.
And also, if you really look into it, a lot of them top martial artists were Jakes. Alright? Because back in the dark ages, you had a lot of Jakes that were over there in China and stuff. Okay, like the Khan family, Genghis Khan. He was a Jake, man. And also that cartoon Afro Samurai, they show you.
There you go.
Alright? Because who has the top headband? A Jake. A Benjamite with a wolf beard. Alright? And a big afro. So we are the real martial artists.
That's
man.
right.
We're the real martial artists, man. Who was reading before? Was it you?
Yeah, Genesis 25.
Yeah. This is Genesis
chapter 25 and verse 23. And the one people shall be stronger than the other. And the elder shall serve the younger.
And the what?
And the elder shall serve the younger.
And the what?
And the elder shall serve the younger.
So the one who came out first will eventually serve the one who came out second. Right? Read on.
This is Genesis chapter 25 and verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over. And the first came out red all over.
And the what?
And the first came out red all over.
So
Which nation or people do you know when you slap them up, they turn red?
That's the sunburn.
Or when the sun burns them? Or when the sun burns them, they turn red?
That's right.
I mean, they may tell you they're white, but hey, listen. Hey, hey, show me something white, man. I ain't seen no human being this color before.
Never.
I ain't seen no. If I did, I'll tell you so. I'll leg it. If I saw a human being this color, I'll leg it. I'll get the hell away from wherever I was if I saw a human being that color. You know what I mean? And the first came out red, like a hairy garment.
Right.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
And they what?
And they called his name Esau.
And they what?
And they called his name Esau.
And they called his name Esau. Someone get me Esau. Someone get me Esau is Edom. And they called his name Esau. Right? The progenitor of the so-called Caucasian race.
Right.
That's right.
They came out red like a hairy garment.
That's right.
It's on the Bible, man. What you got? You got something? If someone get me Esau is Edom. I want Esau is Edom so I can continue with Psalm 83.
Expose them. Scoot it.
Esau is Edom. Yeah? Esau is Edom. Because the nations in the Bible, right? You got the Moabites, you got the Edomites, you got the Hittites, you got the Hagarenes, you got the Israelites, who we are.
That's right.
So the nations in the Bible, obviously they've been changed by the devil. Right? Because they indoctrinate you in your schools and they lie to you. They miseducate you. But you look up to them and say, oh, you know, they call themselves so-called white. Because white means, white means pure. But their actions ain't pure.
They're wicked as hell.
They're wicked as hell, man. And they call you black.
They should be black.
You know what I mean? They call you black because black represents darkness, evil.
Wickedness.
Are you mad? Read on.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36 and verse 1. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom.
Who is what?
Who is Edom?
Who is what?
Who is Edom?
So Esau is Edom.
That's
Right?
right.
Read on.
Edomite.
The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites.
And the who?
And the Ishmaelites.
And the who?
And the Ishmaelites.
Let's find out who the Ishmaelites are. Because, yeah, you got that? Yeah, because our father Abraham, his first son, was Ishmael. And he's the progenitor of the Ishmaelites, the nation of Israel, the Arabs, basically. They're the Arabs.
Teach them up.
Yeah? But we'll prove it. We'll prove it. Because that's what we do here. We prove things.
That's right.
Because the Lord commanded us to do so.
That's right.
You got that?
This is Genesis chapter 16 and verses 6. But Abraham said unto Sarah, behold, thy maid is in thine hand. Do to her as it pleaseth thee. And when Sarah dealt hardly with her, she fled from her face. And the Lord found her by a fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way of Shur. Verse 8. And he said, Hagar, Sarah's maid, whence camest thou, and whither wilt thou go? And she said, I flee from the face of my mistress, Sarah. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Return to thy mistress, and submit thyself under her hands. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly.
I will what?
I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and thou shalt call his name Ishmael.
I shall what?
And thou shalt call his name Ishmael.
I shall what?
And thou shalt call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. And he will be a wild man.
And he will what?
And he will be a wild man.
What are the Arabs?
And he will be a wild man.
And he will be a wild man.
Lord himself.
Ishmael is the progenitor of the Arab race, the Arab nations. Read on.
Of Moab.
Of who?
Of Moab.
Of who?
Of Moab.
That's the chinks. Read on.
And the Hagarenes.
And the what?
And the Hagarenes.
Read on.
Gebal. And Ammon.
And what? And who?
And Ammon. And Amalek.
And who?
And Amalek.
And who?
And Amalek.
And Amalek, man. Yo, Amalek, man. Let's bring out Amalek, man. Let's bring out Amalek. Amalek is, that's Genesis. Amalek, man. Amalek, man. Oh, man. There you go, a special one coming for you, man. Special judgment coming for you, man. You guys are wicked, man. You guys are wicked, man. You guys are degenerates, man. You are degenerates, man. You Amalekites. Oh, my word, man. Oh, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see the Lord deal with you guys, man. You guys are wicked, man. They funded the transatlantic slave trade, they did.
That's right.
Right? They funded that shit, man. They wanted to destroy us, man.
Teach them all.
Yeah, but we're still standing here, you know.
That's
the funny
right.
thing about it, just like in Egypt. They tried to destroy, they tried to kill the firstborns and everything. Tried to deal with the mothers and everything, but the Israelite women were still busting out babies, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We're strong people, you know. If only we went back to Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, man, you guys wouldn't survive, man.
Right.
If only we did what we're meant to do, man. If only we stood together, man. You know what I'm saying? If only we did, if only we went back to our heritage, man. You know what I mean? And they know it though. That's why they like to see us in the hood, all bugged out, man. That's why they like to see us split from our mouths. You know what I'm saying? That's why they like to see us flipping without, you know, away from our homes, our children. Yeah. Yeah, they want to see us with broken families and everything. You know what I mean? But hey, you know what I mean? We'll see what's gonna happen.
Right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 36 and verse 10. These are the names of the sons of Esau. Eliphaz, the son, Adah, the wife of Esau. Verse 12, and Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek.
And she back to Eliphaz what?
And she bare to Eliphaz Amalek.
And she what?
And she bare to Eliphaz Amalek.
Yeah. So that's Amalek. Amalek is the grandson of Esau.
That's right.
Right? So read on.
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Tyre. Slakia. Assur also joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot, Selah. Do unto them, unto the Midianites.
You want to what?
Do unto them, as unto the Midianites.
Read on.
As to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kizon, which perished at Endor.
Which what?
Which perished at Endor.
Which what?
Which perished at Endor.
Read on.
They became as dung for the earth.
They become as what?
They became as dung for the earth.
They become as what?
They became as dung for the earth.
Yeah, don't mean shit.
That's right.
They became a shit as on the roadside, man. The Lord, yeah. The Lord is gonna destroy them, man. The Lord wants to destroy them, man. It's in the Bible, man. Because they're wicked, man. You know what I mean? They came for the apple of Yahweh's eye. So what do you expect? It's in the Bible, man. Right? Read on.
Verse 11. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeb. Yea, all their princes as Zebah and as Zalmunna. Verse 12. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession.
Let them what?
Let us take to them of the house in possession.
And that's what they did. They divided the house of the Heavenly Father. Right? They took Jerusalem for themselves and carved up Africa, man, and called it Middle East. I mean, if it's Middle East, where's the Middle West, man? I want to know where the Middle West is.
Teacher!
Explain to me where the Middle West is, man. All this miseducation, misinformation, man. You know what I'm saying? And now people are just watching. Just watching them. Just watching them destroy us, man. I'm tired of this society, man.
Me too,
I'm tired of this society, man. We don't.
Verse 13. Oh my, Yahweh, make them like a wheel.
Make them like what?
Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind.
At the what?
As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
Woo!
Yeah, David wants the water wants them to burn, man.
Right.
He wants them to burn, man. That's what he's talking about there, man. Destroy them, man. Utterly destroy them, because they destroyed us.
Curse them.
He cursed them, man. So they're cursed, man. You know? We don't.
Yeah, let me make a little point about the mist.
Now, the reason why Esau calls the land of Israel the Middle East, yeah, is because the land of Israel is in the middle of the earth. You understand? But he only has the eastern part. So that means the land of Israel, that's not the actual land of Israel. That's not the complete land of Israel. There's other parts that come together, because that little piece of land can't house 12 countries of Israelites. You understand? So Esau just has the eastern part of the center point of the earth, which is the land of Israel.
That's
Right? That's why they call it the Middle East.
That's right.
Right? They're trying to be slick. You know how Esau is anyway.
Right.
Can't lie Yahweh, shy for that. Because the Most High shows, he does all things. He shows the Most High opens our eyes every single day, man.
That's right.
And that's the spirit, because you asked me, is Judea in the east? You know, so we was just trying to link that up, man. So they've just taken Judah's portion and said, you know, that's the land of Israel. That's not the complete land, man.
Because Judah represents rulership. Because Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, right? He's going to rule.
Right. Teacher!
And when he comes, he's going to rule from Jerusalem, man.
Precept.
What you got?
This is Lamentations 5 and let me start at 5 and 1. Remember, O Yahweh, what is come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach.
Consider what?
Consider and behold our reproach.
Read.
Number 2, our inheritance is turned to strangers.
Our what?
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
So what we keep seeing is what is ours being taken away from us. That's all we see all day. Even down to the culture. Even if we create a new culture right now. Like for instance, like they've got hip hop. I'm not down with hip hop no more, man. I did hip hop. My days of hip hop is gone, man. But even these Edomites want to take hip hop away from you, man. You know what I'm saying? When they started hip hop, it was positive, man. Right? It was about bringing about people, man. You know what I mean? It was positivity, man. But now it's all about drugs, sex, and yeah. Oh, that's the violence. You know what I mean? And guess who finances that? Amalek.
Teacher!
Yeah? We're gonna read that. Finish yours.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers. Our houses to aliens.
Our what?
Our houses to aliens.
So people who are not meant to be there are inhabiting our lands. And not just that, when you talk about our inheritance is turned to strangers, it also means that the real powers behind rulership in our own lands are our enemies, really. Our enemies are the ones that are getting the most out of our lands, right? They are enriching themselves out of our misery, man.
That's right.
They are enriching themselves, their nations, out of our misery.
Right.
Right? As my brother said the other time, they are harbingers of death. All they do, everything about them is wickedness, is to do with death, man. I mean, think about it. Why would you invest so billions on weapons? You must be some kind of special devil to only think, right, of building things to kill masses of people when you don't even understand how to make a single soul a human being.
Right.
You don't know the process that the Heavenly Father goes through to make one single human being. But you will invest trillions to build nuclear weapons to destroy a whole heap of people. And you stand there and watch these people, right, and glorify them when they're demons. Bring it out, Doc.
So bring it out. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation.
To what?
To recompense tribulation.
To what?
To recompense tribulation.
That's balance. If someone commits a crime, what happens? You go to court, you get found guilty, you get sentenced, you get punished. But if someone commits a crime and gets away with it over and over and over and over and over again, how is that justice? How does that make sense? You tell me. So it's a righteous thing for Yahweh Hashem Yahshai to recompense tribulation to those who trouble us. We don't have.
To them that trouble you.
Yeah, read that.
Right, this is Ezekiel chapter 21 and verses 9.
Read up, read.
Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh.
Thus says who?
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh.
Thus says who?
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh.
That's why the Yahweh Hashem Yahshai commands us to come out here and we do what Yahweh Hashem Yahshai tells us to do.
That's right.
Read.
Say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter.
To make what?
To make a sore slaughter.
Read on.
It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Question mark. It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. Verse 11. And he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Of the who?
Of the slayer.
Of the who?
Of the slayer.
So you can tell, so you can tell which nations have the most nuclear weapons. Because they're the slayers, man.
Right.
They're the slayers, man. You know what I mean? People don't even think about that, man. People just walk about. That's wicked, man. To create something that's going to mass murder a lot of people. If they can do that with weapons, what about, you think they don't do that with vaccinations?
They're doing it.
Right? You think they're not doing that with vaccinations?
That's right.
With the air we breathe, all the chemtrails that you see? Some of the rain that you actually see, it's not actually real rain. But no one thinks about this, man. It's all okay. Nah, everything's fine. Let's go have a Mackey's. Are you mad? How comes every time when it starts getting cold, people start getting sick? People start getting sick. People are consistently sick at a time period during the seasons. What's going on?
Flu jab them use, man.
Them flu jabs has got pork in it as well, you know. We said that.
This is John 8:44. Read. Ye are of your father the devil.
Yeah, what?
Ye are of your father the devil.
Yeah, what?
Ye are of your father the devil.
The Bible says ye are of your father the devil. And what you gonna do? Tell him, Ab.
And the lust of your father you will do.
And the what?
And the lust of your father you will do.
Yeah, because most people, I grew up trying to, I used to idolize my dad. Yeah? And whatever made my dad proud of me, that's what I want to do. So the Bible is saying, ye are of your father the devil. We don't have.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a what?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a what?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a murderer from the beginning. Right? He's talking about Cain. Read on.
And abode not in the truth.
And a what?
And abode not in the truth.
Yeah, because there's no truth in them, man.
That's right.
There's no truth in them.
No, what?
They can't handle the truth, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolute liars, man. What the wicked and straight from the wood, they come out as soon as they be born speaking lies. This whole society is filled with lies. Right? And we know who the earth has been given to. We know which powers, right, control the earth and the system on earth.
That's right.
Read on up.
Because there is no truth in him.
There's no what?
Because there is no truth in him.
And you know the funny thing, they know there's no truth in them.
That's right.
They know it. Read on.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
He speaketh of what?
He speaketh of his own.
Read on.
For he is a liar, and the father of it.
For he's a what?
For he is a liar, and the father of it.
That's why they can go to a place like South Africa and say, we're South Africans now. Because they're freaking liars. And they did the same with Australia. They did the same with Europe. They did the same with America.
That's right.
Everywhere they go, they lie.
That's
Right.
And they kill. And they rob.
Right.
And they steal.
Right.
And they indoctrinate. You got one? Yeah, go on, go.
Let's go.
This is the book of Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 21.
Read.
Prove all things.
Do what?
Prove all things.
Do what? Prove all things. Read on.
Hold fast that which is good. Abstain from all appearance of evil. Abstain from what?
Abstain from all appearance of evil.
Go on.
And the very power of peace sanctify you wholly. And I pray Yahweh, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of Yahweh Shai and Mashiach.
Khan.
Khan. Tuwada. You got something?
Right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 11 and verse 37.
Read on.
And I beheld, and lo, as it were, a roaring lion.
A what?
A roaring lion.
A what?
A roaring lion.
Go on.
Chased out of the wood. And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle. The eagle is talking about Esau, the so-called white man. 'cause
That's
his
right.
symbol is the eagle, and the lion is talking about Yahweh Shai.
And
Yeah?
it's been a single since Roman times, since Greek times, right? And even till now. That's right.
This is Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and 49. Yahweh shall bring a nation against ye from far, from the ends of the earth, as swift as the eagle.
As swift as what?
As swift as the eagle.
As what?
As swift as the eagle fleeth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
That's right.
2nd Ezra, chapter 11 and verse 37. And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle and said, verse 38, hear thou, I walk. Now, Salakia, hear thou, I will talk with thee. Nah, that's crazy, you know. So basically, Yahushua was like, yo, come here, let me chat to you. That's basically what he's saying. Hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, whom are made to reign in my world.
Who are made to what?
Who are made to reign in my world.
Who are what?
Who are made to reign in my world.
So the Most High made them to reign for a certain time on the earth. That's why they're in power now. They ain't in power because they're anything special. They're in power because Yahweh Hashem Yahshai put them there.
That's right.
Because they're the sword of the Lord. Right? But everything has got a season, a time, and a place. We don't have.
Not thou it that remainest of the four beasts. And really, Esau is a beast, isn't he?
That's right. You're a damn beast.
Whom are made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them. Verse 40.
That the end of what?
That the end of their times might come through them.
At the end of what?
That the end of their times might come through them.
The end of their times might come to them. They will be the destroyer of themselves. They will destroy themselves. Wait and watch.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verses 1.
Read.
To everything there is a season.
There is a what?
To everything there is a season.
There is a what?
To everything there is a season.
Read that.
And a time to every purpose under the heaven.
And a what?
And a time to every purpose under the heaven.
And a what?
And a time to every purpose under the heaven.
That is order. The Most High deals with order.
Right.
We don't know.
A time to be born.
A time to what?
A time to be born.